Yeah.
Today in our kitchen, we'll be making a winter special recipe of Pinjiri. It is so delicious and so yummy, and it just keeps you warm during the winter nights. So let's get right into it. So first of all, we're gonna soak some dals. I took chana dal, moong dal, and mash dal, and we're gonna soak them till they become really soft like this. And then we're gonna keep them aside. So here's my dry nuts, coconut, some seeds, and almonds, cashews, whole nuts that I'm gonna roast and I'm gonna grate and keep it aside. The more nuts you add, the better your panjiri will taste, because that's the whole taste in the panjiri. So here I'm roasting in desi ghee. It's better you use desi ghee, but you can use butter oil as well. So here's the almonds being roasted. The cashews are done. Then the walnuts, the almonds, and now I'm gonna let them cool down and grate them finely. And here I've grated some coconut as well. So then I'm going to blend all my dals in it. That's why we'll let it get soft, so it's easier to blend them. We're gonna add a little bit of water until it becomes a paste-like shape. So here's my grated dals, and now in a pot we're going to add one of the dals in it and just cook it. I've taken a non-stick pan. You can take any pan you want, but just a non-stick works better and it's easier to work with. So here I'm just cooking the dal as it is. I haven't added in any oil as yet, so I'm just going to dry the water and then add in a little bit of ghee and cook it. So here I added ghee and then I've cooked it, and you can see it has become dry and it has already separated from each other. And then I'm going to take it out in a plate and let it cool down. So you know when it has changed color that your dal is ready and you can keep it out. So that's what I'm going to do with my second dal and the third dal as well. So we're going to cook it without adding anything at first, and when the water has dried, then you add in ghee gradually. So here I have mixed, and you see this is the benefit of using a non-stick pan, that your dal won't stick to it no matter what and how long you take. And here I'm just cooking a little bit more, and then I'm gonna add in a little bit of ghee when it's time. So now it's almost time to add in ghee, because you see that it is already changing a little bit of color. So now I'm going to add in ghee and then we're going to cook it in it. So now we're going to mix really well and slow, but you must make sure it doesn't stick to the pan, because this is where it can burn. You mix in well and you cook it on really low speed at this point. And you see it has changed a little bit of color. It has become a little bit dry now. So then we're going to add in more ghee. You see when it has changed color and it has become dry and you feel like you still need to add a little bit of more ghee, then you add it. This takes time, but you just make it in the start of the winter days and it will last you the whole season, because just 1 cup dals, it will make you a really huge pot, and you won't need to make it again during the season. So just take out one day of your busy schedule, make this, and you won't need to make it the whole of winter. It will last you. This has so many things in it that keeps you warm during the nights, and it's really beneficial for your health. So now I'm just cooking it in the oil and getting the dals to be really nice and soft. And the ghee will really give it a nice color and separate it from one another. And here it is, it has changed color, it has become a nice dark brown color. This is when you know it has cooked well and it's almost done. So now I placed it on the side, and now in a pan I am going to mix all the dals in it on really low speed, and I'm going to mix it nicely. And then I'm going to add in all the nuts that I've grated. This is really the best part of the panjiri, it's the nuts. The more you add, the more flavor it will get, but you can add according to how much you like. So then I'm going to mix nicely away from the flame now, because everything is cooked. Now we just need to mix and add in sugar. So then you mix the sugar and you taste it if you need to add more, but make sure you add a lot of sugar, because the dals have absolutely no taste. So at this point it had no taste, so now the sugar will give it that nice sweet taste. And now we're going to add in the rest of the nuts, because we are mixing it slowly and gradually, so the nuts are mixed really well all over the panjiri. And then you mix, and I would suggest you just store it in a room temperature place or in any cupboard, and it doesn't expire, it doesn't get stale, and you can use it whenever you want. Just warm it and just have it. And there we go, it's done. Our really delicious recipe of panjiri is done. This is a winter special and winter favorite recipe. I hope you liked today's recipe. I hope you try it during the winter and let me know how it goes for you. It takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it at the end. So please do like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.